Hello, everybody. Well, I think I'm doing this right. I've never actually done a YouTube live before, but you know what? Today I was just like, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out, see how it goes, and we're gonna see what's up. So hopefully everything is working correctly. But if at any time you guys can't see me, can't hear me, just pop in and let me know, and I will see if I can fuck with the settings and we'll get it going again. The internet here at our Airbnb is a little bit spotty, not the greatest, but you know what? I think it's gonna be okay. And if the stream quality goes to shit for a minute, then just give me like 2 minutes and I'll pop back in and fix it. But yeah, pop in the comments, pop in the chat, and let me know where you're watching from. I'm coming at you guys from Dallas, Texas. So you guys probably know, if you've been following along with my journey here or on Instagram, that me and my husband have been traveling full time most of this year. And we just got back to our hometown in Dallas in November to kind of spend time with my family and his family for the holidays and shit like that. And I'm sick, so I'm so sorry if I'm coughing. I'm saying that because I'm gonna grab my water. Um, you know, get a little drink here. But let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And today, I'm going to clear my throat a lot probably, but today I want to talk real quick about how to make your first 1K with your writing portfolio website. We got Book Junction tuning in from India. Well, that's awesome. Other side of the world over there. Very cool. Usually I get people from all over the US and all over the world when I do lives on like Instagram and Facebook and shit like that. So seems like that's the case here too. That's awesome. We got someone watching from Greece. Very cool. Definitely on my bucket list of destinations. Maryland. That's awesome. I think we're going to do, because this year we did a West Coast full-time travel road trip type shit. And I think in 2020, we're going to try to do East Coast. So we're going to stay in Florida, go to Universal Studios, ride all those Harry Potter rides, the best ever. Have you guys been? Have you guys ridden the Harry Potter rides? Because I'm like a giant kid when I go to theme parks. Me and my husband, we love it. So exciting. New York, awesome. Morocco. Okay, you guys are, like I was saying, all over the US and all over the world, so very cool. Let me know if you have a freelance writer website right now, as in your website name.com. Do you feel confident in it? Is it niche optimized? Are you getting clients from it? Kind of let me know where you are at with your writer website, because I know there's a lot of conflicting advice and information out there about how to set that up, how to optimize it, and it just can feel like so fucking overwhelming. But today I'm here to help demystify that process and help get you guys to the point where you can, just make a website that sells and you're like, oh, holy shit, like I'm getting clients from this. And I'm not just saying that just to say it, by the way. I actually have students, first Lala says, hi Jordan, well hi, right back at you. But yeah, I have students who take my course and they will get clients before even pitching and like aggressively marketing themselves just from making some website changes that we're going to talk about today in this live stream. So really, really important stuff. Let me know where you guys are at with your website right now. And also, oh, there we go. I'm like, how do I use YouTube Live? I've never done it before. So, okay, I think we're good. All right, now I can see the chat now. Okay, so I'm going to be monitoring the chat, you guys. Keep it cute. I'll be monitoring it, and we'll get this shit going. Let's see. Yes, my husband is Asian. I have one, but not niche optimized yet. Okay, well, you know what? That's a start. We're going to get it niche optimized. Kinda, definitely terrible. Still at the sample. You know what? You are ahead of all the people who are sitting there too scared to start. Even if it's terrible, you're doing better than those people who are scared shitless and they're not going to get anywhere. So props to you for taking that first step. Now let's get you going with your samples and everything else. I'm upgrading to a domain, just have to pick a niche because I'm sharing all different things. Great. On that note, Can you guys see the description of this video right now? Clearly, I don't even fucking know how to use YouTube Live. I'm doing my best over here. Progress, not perfection. Practicing what I preach. But in the description of this video, I have put a... Let me see if I can comment it below too. I have put, full disclosure, my affiliate link for Bluehost because they are offering a free domain for a year and a huge hosting discount for Black Friday. Let me pop that below as well. Sign in to chat. I'm already signed in. What the heck? All right. Let me sign in real quick. YouTube is acting kind of crazy here. And I'm going to pop that link for you guys in the description below. But basically, today, as probably everybody knows, because we're all getting swamped with those Black Friday ads and emails and shit like that, it's Black Friday. So you got to get the deals before they end, right? Okay. We're back. We're back and we're ready to go. All right, I'm going to pop that Bluehost link, boom, in the chat right now. Oh no, it's too long of a comment. Let me erase some of it, and I'll just tell you guys what's up. Oh, it's still too long. Wow. You guys, clearly I know what I'm doing here. It's okay. Always learning. Practicing what I preach here. All right. There we go. Finally made it work. So that is my Bluehost affiliate link. Full disclosure, as always, 100% real. Yes, I get a commission when you get your domain and hosting via that link. You don't have to use Bluehost. You don't have to use anything specific, right? You don't have to do anything. But you do need to have a custom domain and hosting. Whether you get that through Bluehost or someone else, that is, of course, your decision. But I recommend Bluehost, and I am an affiliate with them because I personally use them, right? I use them for Creative Revolt, so that is why I'm going to recommend them to you guys. So you can click that link. You can get the Black Friday discount, the domain and hosting, etc. Make sure you jump on that. Click the link. Check it out. It's like up to 60% off, I think. You don't have to know what you want to call your website, any of the shit like that yet. You don't have to have samples yet. You don't have to have any of that. You can lock in that domain name and get it for the pricing today and then figure out all the details later. I don't even know how to create a website. It's complicated. Well, you know what? I've got your back. I'm going to pop another little link in there too. Let's see. All right. So today we're going to talk about how to sell with your website and stuff like that. But if you need like a tech tutorial, step-by-step type shit, that is the link for you. I just posted it. How to set up a freelance writer website. That is one of my most popular posts on my blog. It's going to walk you through every step, every page you need. It's good shit, so check that out. Should you go for a niche portfolio website when starting or just a general one? Niche. Absolutely pick a niche. And we're going to talk about that today. So you guys, let me pull up my little outline over here of the little class that I had planned for you guys today, which is how to make your first 1K with your writer website. And we are going to get popping. We're going to get started. But let me know if you guys have any questions as I'm going along. First of all, let me find my outline here. I got to have that. But if you guys have any questions as we're going along, please pop in below and let me know. I don't do live streams like this very often. This is my first ever YouTube live. First of all, that's exciting, by the way. So, yay for that. But yeah, I don't do these very often, so this is your chance to get one-on-one personalized feedback from me, which is not something that I typically do. So if you have a question as we're going, and also at the end of this live class, I'm going to do a little Q&A for you guys. So pop it in below. We're going to be good to go. All right, so how to make $1,000 from your writer website. And this can happen very quickly if you do it the right way. So we are going to talk about 3 steps you need to take. And you guys, as we're going along, let me know if you have questions or if you are doing these things. Let me know. The first step, excuse me, you've got to position yourself as a professional. We are business owners. Freelance writers, we're business owners. We're not employees desperate for work. So that means we don't do things like put a fucking resume on our website. Do not put a resume on your website, and do not have a website that is called something like mybusinessname.tumblr.com, mybusinessname.wordpress.com. That's not going to cut it. If you want to come across as a professional, you need to have a custom domain. Again, click that Bluehost link, get it today, get the Black Friday deal, snag it before it runs out. You've got to have that. And again, you don't have to use what I use if you don't want to, but you must have a custom domain. Bluehost is just what I recommend because it's affordable and it's what I personally use. So you've got to have that custom domain to position yourself as a professional. You've got to have a business optimized writer website to position yourself as a professional. You want to come across as a business owner. That means no resumes. And that means when you are writing your website copy for your writer website, what you want to do is you want to think about it less like an artist writer. You want to think about it more like a business owner salesperson. That is a massive mindset shift that is going to have a huge impact on your sales. It really, really is. Because once you make that mindset shift from desperate employee to badass business owner, that impacts every piece of your marketing strategy. You're going to write your pitches different. You're going to create your social media posts different. Everything is going to be up-leveled, and it's going to position you in your target client's mind as someone they can trust and a professional that they want to work with. So think about it when you're marketing yourself, when you're writing your website copy. You are not a desperate employee begging for work or a job. You are not. What you are is a business owner looking to build a mutually beneficial relationship with another business owner. You write for them, they get a business benefit from that writing, and you get paid well. That's what it is, folks. We gotta see ourselves as business owners, not desperate employees, and inject that mindset into all of your marketing. I learned I had that mindset for so long, and that's why I stood out from others. Yeah, it makes you stand out when you do have that business owner mindset. You're going to stand out because the truth is, this is not me trying to be rude or whatever, it's just the truth. Most writers fail because they suck at marketing. It has nothing to do with their writing ability, nothing to do with them as a person. It's because they suck at marketing. So if you are one of the few who is good at marketing, even if you're a beginner, you are going to stand out. You are good at marketing. You can get hired over people with years and years more experience than you. I'm living proof of it, you guys. So are a lot of my students. So keep that in mind. That is the first step. Position yourself as a professional. Step number 2, which if you guys have questions, continue dropping them below. I'll help you out. Let me type something in here real quick. I think my internet is kind of fucking up. Can you guys still see me and hear me okay? Quality. For a sec, I'm going to type a comment just letting you guys know that if the stream quality sucks for a second, just give me a minute, it'll pop back in. Okay. Just letting you guys know what's up. The internet here, kind of crazy, but we're going to keep rolling with it. But yeah, the second step is make your niche crystal fucking clear. First step is position yourself as a professional. Second step, make your niche clear. The second your website loads, very intense because this is very important. People should know who you help, what you do, and the business benefit that you can offer them. So you want to say something like, I help technology companies. I write case studies that help technology companies get more clients. I write Instagram captions that help fashion bloggers grow their Instagram following and make more sales. Whatever it is, right? You want to have, again, and this is important, write this down. This is going to be your website headline. What do you write? Who do you help? And what business benefit are you offering them? So you guys let me know, do you have something like this on your site right now? Or if not, write it down in the chat and I will give you feedback on that. Like I said, it's not something I usually do, but I'm here. It's your chance to get one-on-one feedback from me. So let me know what's up. That's what you want to do though. You guys, your niche has to be crystal clear on your website. It's so important. Do we need to show our face, or can we just have a logo or avatar? I acknowledge the benefit of building trust that you mentioned, but how much is it? It really, really counts. I have talked about this in some of my other live streams I've done this week in my private Facebook group and my Instagram and shit like that. You've got to have your face. When I hire people, which I've been hiring the past couple weeks, not writers, but another position in my company, I will not hire someone who doesn't have a picture of themselves. Because think about it. If you just have stock photography or an avatar, it just kind of says, why doesn't this person want me to see them? Something like that. Or it's like, it feels kind of scammy, even if it's not. It's not even it is a scam or it is weird. It's all about perception, right? The client's perception of you is going to affect the reality of the situation. The reality isn't always the reality. It's their perception. And if you want them to perceive you as trustworthy, yep, you got to get that picture up there. Stand up against a blank wall like this one right here. Hold your phone up. Snap a selfie on a day where you're, looking not too tired. Brush your hair and shit. And you're good to go. Keep it simple. But yeah, that is the second thing. You got to make your niche crystal clear. Incredibly important for you to do that. So have that niche optimized headline. It is so important. I write B2B and software as a service topics that help generate leads. Yeah, I think that's great. Only thing I would add is, what do you write? Are you writing blog posts? I write long form blog posts about etc., etc. Yes, I think that is great. Just add what you write specifically if you are also niching down by content type. I think that's great. But you got to make your niche crystal clear, you guys. Your portfolio variation and the amount, having a high amount of samples, does not matter. It is not important. What is important is having niche relevancy in your portfolio. 2 to 3 samples if you're a beginner, maybe 4 to 6, couple more if you are further along in your career, samples that are in your niche. In other words, if you write case studies about tech, that is all your portfolio is. If you write Instagram captions for fashion bloggers, that is all your portfolio. People do not give a crap about all the things you can do. They care about, can you do the one thing that they want to hire you and pay you well to do. That is it. I do not have any expertise. I want to write, but I lack knowledge. That's okay. Google is going to be your best friend. I've written in niches such as education technology, real estate, that I had no experience in, no formal experience in. I just Google research. And if you can do that well, you're going to be good to go. I write fashion copy for brands that increase sales. Yes, I think that's a great start for a headline for sure. And maybe as you go and as you pitch and go along with growing your business, you can make that more specific. What kinds of copy, what kinds of fashion brands? But yes, I think that's a great start. But yeah, back to your portfolio. Your portfolio is not your website. Your portfolio is one page on your writer website. So scroll back up in the chat, click that link above, and that's going to show you how to lay out the 5 pages you need on your site, the tutorial one. But it's important to make that distinction. Your portfolio is just one page on your writer website. It's not your whole website. It's just one page on your niche optimized site that has a custom domain. So keep that in mind. And think about this. A mistake a lot of beginner writers make is they'll have a bunch of self-published samples about a bunch of different topics. But again, it's not important to do that. It's important to have relevancy. 4 to 6 niche samples. If you're just starting out, 2 to 3, that's fine. And think about this too. From a psychology perspective, you want to have control over which sample the client is going to click on and read, right? The more samples you have in your portfolio, the less control you have over the 1 or 2 they're going to click and skim. And that is what they're going to do, by the way. People are busy. They don't know you. They're not going to sit there and be like, oh, I can't wait to read all these samples. They're going to click 1 or 2, skim them, see if you're any good and if they're relevant samples, and then keep it moving. So that is why it's important to really, really get your samples down to a small, not just 1 ideally, but 2 to 3 if you're a beginner, 4 to 6 if you're further along, a small amount that showcases they're all in your niche and it showcases your niche expertise and how good you are at what you do. Think about that. From a sales psychology perspective, you want to have more control over which one they click and skim. The fewer samples you have, the more control you're going to have over that. If I remember correctly, in one of your vids, you had a main niche and a list of specifics. I think so. I have so many fucking videos, you guys, I can't remember. But probably, like, when I was doing long-form B2B and marketing blog posts, that was what I was marketing myself as, B2B and marketing blog posts. And then I had kind of the sub-niches of that listed out on, like, my services page. Like, marketing sub-niche would be writing about sales, conversion optimization, Instagram marketing, social media marketing, etc. So, yes, that can be a good option. And do you think an Instagram account is important to have? No. I didn't give a crap about Instagram until this year, 2019. And I started my business in 2015. Yes, I still had an account, but that was more for my blog. Instagram, look, please do not waste your time posting to social media for no fucking reason. You can make a successful freelance writing business with 0 social media accounts. Now, yeah, it's good to have some kind of presence on Twitter, especially on LinkedIn. You guys got to get on LinkedIn. Watch my YouTube video on that if you haven't yet. But make sure when you are starting out, your time is so fucking valuable. Time is money as a business owner. You need to make sure that you're using time on high ROI, meaning return on investment tasks. The tasks that are directly leading you to getting clients, which are things like cold emailing, LinkedIn, pitching, etc. And does it help to have your own website if you're a content writer? Absolutely, Earl. You definitely need your website. Again, click that Bluehost link in the description of this video and at the top, and you can get that free domain for a year and then hosting discount, like up to 60% off. It's a great time to get that today if you don't have a website. Let's see. How long does it take you to study and write a long-form blog topic that you don't have any expertise in? It varies so much. You may overcharge, you may undercharge at first. If you're wondering about, like, how many hours does it take so I can set my rate? It really just depends. You're not going to get it perfect from day one, so just guesstimate and then charge based on that and learn and change how much you are charging based on what you learn about how long it takes you. Because it may take me 4 hours and it may take you 2 hours or vice versa. It really just depends. But if it's something I know about, I could probably knock that out in like a couple hours. Something I don't know about, if it includes a lot of research, a lot of sourcing, a lot of images, probably like a day of work, like 6 hours or something like that. Now, I didn't track my time, so please don't take that as like, this is exactly the time it takes me. But I'm just like thinking like, probably editing, writing, getting the images, it'd probably take a little longer. Can you have 2 to 3 samples on your website and go right to cold emailing without any testimonials or guest posts? Absolutely. But you do need to always see your site as a work in progress and something you want to improve every month, maybe every week if you're starting out, right? So yes, get those 2 to 3 niche relevant samples. Make sure you do that. This is not going to work for you if you don't have niche relevant samples and a niche optimized writer website. And if you have those, yes, go ahead and make it your goal with the first couple clients you get to get a testimonial. Make it your goal the first month you're starting out to get a guest post on a reputable site in your niche. And like I said, it's always a work in progress. You always want to be thinking about how you can improve it from there. Do you need portfolio samples? Yes. 2 to 3 if you're a beginner, 4 to 6, maybe a couple more if you are further along. How can I keep up with big fishes? How to compete against a big site that has 20 writers? First of all, when people hire, a lot of the time, and this is me included, I don't want to hire an agency. I don't want to hire someone who has a lot of writers. I want to hire one person because it's better communication, it's more trustworthy, they're not outsourcing, there's no bullshit, their reputation is on the line, so they're going to do a good job, so don't worry about that. And look, saturation, bigger fish, whatever your reason is for worrying about the competition, you don't need to have one, because the truth is, competition is irrelevant when you are good at what you do and market yourself accordingly. Most writers suck at marketing. It's not me being an asshole. That's just me keeping it real with you guys. Most writers suck at marketing. That is why that if you are good at marketing and you're a month in, you can get more clients and get paid better than someone who is a year, 2 years, 5 years, maybe even 10 years into their writing career because they don't know how to market themselves. And you can be the best damn writer on the planet. You can be J.K. Rowling fucking Jr. and you still won't get any clients if you don't know how to market yourself. So don't worry about the competition. You know, keep your eyes on the prize of getting clients and focus on your own marketing. Mobile tech, a good niche. Software and tech is a high paid niche. Yeah, they can be. Pretty much most niches can be profitable or not profitable depending on the targets you client. And that leads me to the third step. So one was position yourself as a professional, get a custom domain and hosting, no resumes, business website. Second is make your niche crystal fucking clear. And the third is get your website, your niche optimized, professional, mywebsite.com. Get that site in front of your specific target clients, the ones who pay well. So like I was going to say here, a lot of niches can be profitable or not profitable depending on the clients you target within that niche. If you target broke-ass clients, you will be a broke-ass writer. I hope you guys hear me. That's important to think about. If you target broke-ass clients, you will be a broke-ass writer. Think about all the potential target clients in the niche you want to go into. Ask yourself which ones have a big marketing budget. How are they making money? And how does that translate to their content marketing budget, which I'm going to get paid out of? You got to think about that. New to freelance writing, scared my writing is not good enough. Start small. Yeah, looks like that was your next comment too. Start small as a beginner. And that doesn't mean settle for a penny per word or something that's not even a livable wage for you. But you don't have to go after I want to write for Apple and Microsoft. Go after, the tech company down the street that does have 10 employees, and they're not going to be able to pay you thousands of dollars per blog post, but maybe they'll pay you $100 to write a blog post, and you've got an amazing sample, you got a little cash, and you got a testimonial. Always, always think about the return on investment. If you're a beginner, start with 2 or 3 of those smaller clients. Get something from them, not just money, a testimonial, writing samples, experience. And then you can use those things, the testimonials, the writing samples, to win bigger and better clients. So just like your website, your whole career should be a constant work in progress. How can I build more trust? How can I improve my marketing? Let's see. I'm a healthcare freelance writer. I wrote 2 articles as guest posts. I made a website. What is the next step? Well, I'm going to grab a link for you actually. So let me do that real quick. But basically the next step is going to be pitching and marketing yourself aggressively. So take this class. If you already have a site up and everything, take this class at the link. It's writingrevolt.lpages.com, etc. I don't know what the whole thing is, but it's right there. I just dropped it below. So click that link and it's going to teach you about how to market yourself and the process you need to use for pitching. Because pitching is going to be the next step. Cold emailing is going to be the next step. And optimizing your LinkedIn profile, incredibly powerful. Healthcare blogs and sites, just going to have to do some research. There's no shortcuts. Well, not there's no shortcuts, because there's some pretty cool things, cool tools you can use, like what I teach in my cold emailing course. But it's still going to take significant time and effort, right? So, get on Google, get on LinkedIn. You got to put in that research to find your targets for cold emails and pitching. For a B2B marketing topic, what's a reasonable rate for writers with no experience? This is pretty much one of the only questions that I can't just give you a straight answer on, because it's kind of like asking how much does a house cost? Well, where is the house? How old is it? Does it need any repairs? How big is the square footage? Same thing goes for rates. How much experience? Specifically, how long is the blog post? How much research is required? I can't tell you. All I can tell you is there's so many variables, and that's why I can't tell you exactly what to charge. All I can tell you is you got to jump in and try something. Calculate your livable wage, how many hours you think it's going to take you to do it, and charge based on what is going to make you a fair amount for you. I have some videos on that on my YouTube channel. I think the one I did about how to build a 5K a month writing business, freelance blogging, something like that. One of the ones I posted in my last 5 to 7 videos or so has more on that. I was approved on Upwork into under 24 hours. So get off Upwork. Upwork sucks. They take advantage of writers. They charge you to connect with people. They take a cut of your pay. So get off Upwork and build a site for yourself. I'm going to drop this Bluehost link again because it's really, really, really important to, make sure that you are doing what you need to do to start your freelance writing business the right way. And what we don't want to do is get on Upwork, right? We don't want to get on Upwork because Upwork takes advantage of writers. They just kind of suck. It's kind of like the dollar store of freelance writing. And I've said that in a video before. Let me type this comment in real quick, you guys. Okay. Oh, the comment's too long. That's so freaking rude. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got it. Took me a minute, but we got it. So it is a Black Friday discount. Definitely go in and grab that today while it is live. You want to get your own site and marketing plan up because you don't want to rely on Upwork. Upwork takes some of your money. They could shut down next week and you would be totally screwed. You've got to set up your own business, right? You got to set up your own writing business independent of any of these shitty platforms. You don't want to do that. Pro blogger, what to be aware of. So I actually, in one of my mini courses that I have that comes with my Killer Cold Emailing course, I have a bit about Pro Blogger, and I would estimate like over 10K in writing work is what I landed from Pro Blogger, probably in my first year. Now that's not exact. I'm not looking at my numbers right now, but just if I'm thinking about it, estimating, I've landed a lot in freelance writing work from Pro Blogger, but just like anywhere else, there's good and bad on there. You have to be able to weed out the bullshit and go straight for the people who are really, really going to pay you well. And you can tell if you look at it a certain way. And I teach that in my course. So, let's see. But just be aware of and, just look for those kind of signals of like, you don't want someone who's just seems like an asshole already in the job posting, like red flag, not good. And you'll learn more about that as you pitch more, who is good and who is not, and what to look for in the blog post or the job posts. After picking a niche, how do I become better at it so I can live up to client expectations? So let me know what your niche is. Are you doing blog post writing? Are you doing something else? Whatever like that, because I can direct you probably to a resource that I have that will help you pick a niche and get better at whatever you're doing. So yeah, I think that is a great question and great that you're thinking about that though, because you do want to always be improving your skills. Again, start small. Don't feel like you have to go pitch Apple and Microsoft and, Walmart and Target and crazy nationwide names. When you first start out, start small and build up and work up to that. And what do you think about healthcare writer? Yes, I think it's great. Again, niches can be profitable and not profitable depending on the clients you target within those niches. So do always keep that in mind for sure. Let's see what else we got. Is it possible to have a website while being anonymous? I would not be anonymous. So you need to have a picture of yourself on your site. Now, if you want to be more anonymous, use a pen name. Make up a pen name for yourself and go by that on all of your social media accounts. But you do want to have a picture of yourself up to build trust. It's really, really important to have. I'm interested in the digital marketing niche. Well, first, let me do a quick recap of today's stream for you guys, and then we're going to do a Q&A. So right now, folks, drop your questions below. But just to do a quick little recap here, let me pull up my outline. We talked about how you're going to make a writer website that sells. 1, position yourself as a professional. Position yourself as a professional. Custom domain hosting, gotta have that. Picture of yourself, gotta have that. No resume. This is a business website, gotta do that. Second step, make your niche crystal fucking clear. All your samples are niched. Your website headline is huge. It tells what you write, who you help, and the business benefits of working with you. And your whole website is tailored to that one niche and that one type of clientele. Third, get your site in front of specific target clients who pay you well. That can mean cold emailing, pitching, LinkedIn optimization. Those are the 3 beginner level marketing tasks I recommend. Don't sit around posting to an audience of your mom and your grandma on Facebook. Okay, we've all been there. We've all posted that shit on social media to our audience of basically nobody that's going to hire us, but you need to focus instead on getting in front of your specific target clients via cold emailing, pitching, and LinkedIn. Those are the 3 top methods at first. So that's it, you guys. Now let's do a Q&A. Okay, digital marketing niche. Got my website samples. Cool. What websites would you recommend? It totally depends. You can write for marketing agencies. You can write for marketing software companies. It just depends on you. Do some research. Look at different digital marketing freelance writers and kind of observe which types of companies they're working for. Now, obviously, you don't want to go steal their exact clients, but think about the types of companies they work for. That's a good starting place. How does it feel to be free from the 9-to-5 life? It feels fucking fantastic. I could never go back. It just wouldn't work for me. I love being able to hang out with my husband and my dogs all day. I love being able to travel full time. I love not having some asshole telling me what to do every day. Other than myself. I gotta tell myself what to do. But yeah, it's awesome. Wouldn't trade it. You know, freelancing, running a business, it has its challenges for sure. But I think in life, you have to choose the challenges that you are willing to accept. I am much more willing to accept the challenges of freelancing, like, you know, being self-motivated and holding myself accountable and feeling a little stressed sometimes. Those are challenges I'm so much more willing to accept than the challenges of going to an office every day, like having someone have control over my financial situation, my schedule, having to do what someone says every day, working 9-to-5. Those are not challenges I'm okay with. So keep that in mind. You know, when you're starting a business, it's going to be challenges, but you got to pick the challenges that you can accept. And for me, it's all about being free from the 9-to-5 life. Alrighty. Is it helpful to network with other freelance writers? Yeah, definitely. Don't worry about competition, because probably, you know, something cool you can do is find freelance writers who are offering kind of a service that isn't your exact service, but maybe a complementary service. So maybe they write website copy for technology companies and you write case studies for technology companies. You guys can then send each other referrals, which is pretty cool. So think about that. Think about complementary services that other freelancers would offer. People who are working with your same types of clients, but maybe not offering the exact same thing. And that can be a really good partnership. I've been writing for 3 years now, and haven't had success making my first 1,000 for a blog post. Okay, wow. Stuck in the $35 range. We got to get you out of there. So I actually, if your niche is SEO, first of all, make sure you are brushed up on SEO best practices. I've got a free SEO cheat sheet right here that I'm going to pop in the comments for you lovely folks. And you can grab that and you'll get it emailed to you. But you need to go in on your niche further than that. SEO is kind of a skill more than it is a niche. So maybe you write SEO optimized blog posts about fashion. Maybe you write SEO optimized website content for technology businesses. I want you to go in on your niche further than just SEO, because in 2019 and 2020, that's not enough of a niche. You need to go further than that. It's really, really important that you do this to get out of that $35 range. We got to get you paid more than that. You're welcome. Let me know how it goes. You guys hit me up on Instagram at Jordan McKell. Follow me there. I love talking to you guys. Comment on my shit. Let me know how your stuff is going. I love to hear about it. Can you name some high-paying niches? I'll do you one better, and I'll share a blog post writing. Let's see if I can find it with a little Google search. Oh, I popped up as the first search result. SEO, you guys. Grab that SEO cheat sheet. I know what I'm talking about. All right. While I'm over here patting myself on the back for my search results, let's see if I can figure out how to scroll down in the chat box. Shit, why is it doing this? Okay. That's what I get, right? Let me refresh the page and see if I can get it working better. There we go. All right. This is a list of profitable writing niches for... I wrote it for 2019, but these are great for 2020 as well. So I'm going to pop that in below. You guys are just getting all the resources ever today. So, yeah, check those out. But keep in mind, you don't need to base your niche on just, oh, Jordan said this is profitable. Well, you got to pick something that is a good fit for you personally. And I would take that class that I have. I'm going to pop this in again just because I don't really know how the comments work. Does it really push stuff up like on Facebook Live and shit like that? I don't know. But I'm going to pop this class in below. So the 3 Steps to 1K Freelance Writing is a free video class you can take that teaches you, it's not just a listen, it's just like, how do you find the best niche for you and then use that niche to market yourself? That's what you're going to learn in that class. But, I'll give you all these other resources too. Let's see. Can mental health be profitable? Yeah, sure. Pretty much anything can. Again, it depends on the clients you target. Are you targeting a one-person therapist person who just opened their practice and they're not making any money? Probably they don't have any money to pay you. But if you're targeting a large mental health company, then probably they do have money to pay you. So keep that in mind. How do I choose a niche when I can't decide where to start? Take that free 3 Steps to 1K class, Martin, and that's going to help you out. What aspects to put in a contract between me and my client? Should I use a template? Sure. You can use a template. You can do, let me scroll back up. You can do Hello Bonsai is what I recommend and what I have used in the past for shit like that. They actually, I think they have a make your own contract thing, but they have a template situation in there. So that is Hello Bonsai, BONSAI.com, my friends. That's going to get you what you need for your contract. Forgot what I was saying there. There are SEO tools that cost $2,000. What should a beginner use? Is Yoast okay? Yes. So just get that free SEO cheat sheet that I posted above your comment, DT, and that will help you see where to put your keywords. Now, some keywords are more competitive than others, etc., but that SEO cheat sheet will show you where the keyword should go. So grab that. And Yoast is fine. You don't need to drop 2K unless that's something you feel is going to be a good fit for you. What do I use? I use Yoast. I keep it super, super simple. Now, if I were doing a more competitive niche and more competitive big keywords, then I would probably do other things like Moz or whatever. And I also use, by the way, I also use Keyword Explorer. That is a plugin you can get for Google Chrome. It is excellent. Keyword Explorer and Yoast. Those are beginner level. They're beginner affordability. So yes, grab those. Health and mental wellness, a good one. Yeah, health can be great for sure. Mental wellness, like I said, pretty much any niche like this, you guys, is going to be all about which clients are you targeting. As long as you're not targeting broke-ass clients, you should have no problem not becoming a broke-ass writer, right? So make sure you go after those amazing clients. Thank you. You are the best. Well, thank you guys so much. That means a lot to me. I appreciate it. Is it completely necessary to get my own domain? Yes. Yes, absolutely it is. So, I'm going to drop that link again for you guys. It is necessary. So again, do you have to use what I use? No, you don't have to use what I use. There we go. Free writer website, domain, and hosting. Okay, yeah, it worked. So you can click that. It is an affiliate link. I only recommend stuff that I really stand behind. I use Bluehost for my own writer for creativerevolt.com, and I've used it for my writer website. So that is why I recommend it. You can use whatever you want. I just recommend Bluehost because it's super affordable. That's why I picked it when I started out, because I didn't have I wasn't trying to throw a bunch of money around. I wanted to get the most affordable option. And that affiliate link is going to save you some money. It doesn't cost you anything extra to use. I do get a commission. It supports my YouTube channel, which I appreciate a ton. If you're going to get hosting and domain and get your website going, definitely use that link. And again, I really appreciate it. Um, okay, I have a breast enlargement niche website and can't grow it. So I don't know, what are you trying to sell with that? If you are a plastic surgeon or something, check out my Make Money blogging series on YouTube here, and that should help you out. Most of my work has been for a cleaning and restoration company, but I want to move into a different niche. Should I create sample material for the niches that I'm interested in? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Create samples for the niches you're interested in. So what you do, you want to make that transition. Keep working in the niche that you're in now, but change all of your marketing to your new niche, right? So keep your clients that you have in that company. You know, they're not going to look at your website. They're not going to give a crap. They're already working with you, so it's not going to matter. But change all of your samples to the niche that you are interested in. Not multiple niches. I noticed you said niches. One niche. Pick one main niche that you want to go all in on, okay? Optimize your freelance writer website, professional writer website, custom domain, everything niche optimized. It's so important. You cannot leave one of these steps out or half-ass it. Everything works together to help you sell. So please make sure you're doing all of these things. Is Upwork a good place to start for a freelance copywriter? Nope, it sure isn't. I'll spare you guys a 30-minute rant about why Upwork sucks ass for freelance writers, but go watch my video on my YouTube channel about why Upwork sucks. I explain everything. You'll get the rant over there. And do I use my name or something else? You can use whatever you want. At the end of the day, for your writer website, your name, your logo, little shit like that isn't going to have an impact on your sales. So get going. Pick something. Use your name. Use Creative Revolt. Or not, don't use Creative Revolt. That's my website name. Use something like a business name similar to that. Use your own name, whatever it is you want to do. So the great thing about that Bluehost offer, by the way, is you don't have to know what your site is going to be called. You don't have to have a website name in mind. Question is for the domain. Yeah, for your domain, just pick something that's going to work well for you. If you have a cool name idea that you want, sure, definitely go for that. But if you're wasting a lot of time trying to think of a business name, just go with your first and last name, or your first name, Jordan Writes, or freelance writer Jordan, or something like that. Obviously with your name, not mine. It's not really going to make a big impact on your sales at the end of the day, and you need to start pitching and selling ASAP. But again, that Bluehost thing, you don't have to know what your site, your domain is going to be called before you get it. So if you want to lock in that Black Friday discount, grab that and you can pick a domain a little bit later on. Edits or proofreads your writing. Should freelancers work with editors or proofreaders? Yes, I have had that a lot, for sure. I remember when I first started out, probably like the first couple of months, I don't know, between 2 and 4 months in, I was already working with someone who proofread my work just because proofreading was a huge time suck for me. I would spend almost as much time as I spent writing on proofreading, and that was really shitty because time is money, right? If you are spending double the time on a project, you're getting half the hourly pay. So think about that next time you're like, oh, I don't want to spend money on a proofreader. Well, it's probably making you more money to spend a little on proofreading. And do you ever attend writing events like workshops and seminars? I don't. Your girl's a little bit antisocial. Not in a mean way. I don't dislike people, but it's just like, I like to do me. I like to do my own thing. I like to chill in my house. I like hanging out with my husband. I like having the freedom and flexibility to where I don't have to go do anything that I don't want to do. And I just haven't, I'm definitely not opposed to it. I've actually even thought about hosting a live event in person. Probably not something that's going to happen until 2 or 3 years from now, if ever. But would you guys ever go to something like that? Would you guys go, if I hosted a live event in Dallas? Full disclosure, I would probably charge a lot for it because it's a lot of effort to put that together. So it would be several hundred, if not 1,000 plus. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Or are you no thank you? You guys can be honest with me. Let me know. But I guess if I saw something that I was like, oh man, that would be really cool, or something that really appealed to me, then I would definitely go. I'm not out there looking for it, so maybe that's why I haven't seen it. Hello, I'm gonna get the Bluehost. Cool. the procrastination paid off. Yeah, for sure. It did pay off. You can definitely look at it that way for sure. Snag that discount. And they do have chat support too. And they have a one-click WordPress install. It basically sets it up for you. But yeah, I love them because, again, going back to the slightly antisocial thing, they have chat support. So you don't have to call them on the phone and shit like that. You can just chat with someone if you need help with anything at all with Bluehost. Let's see. What advice can you give someone who works full-time but wants to get started in freelance writing? I need to keep my job though. Set a schedule for yourself and know that it is going to be a bit of a grind at first. You're going to have to make some sacrifices if you want this and you want to keep your job too. But what a lot of people do, they'll say, you know what, 3 days a week, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., spend a couple hours on my writing business before I go to work. Or if nighttime works better for you, I don't know if you have kids, a wife, a husband, whatever, you know, you have to really be intentional with how you schedule your time to fit in your family and your hobbies and your job. Something's got to give sometimes, you know. If you spend hours on painting or reading currently, you might have to give up that time so you can have time to work on your business and still work at your job and hang out with your family. You know what I mean? So create a schedule. That's the best advice I can give you. A set schedule. Put it in a fucking calendar. Go buy you a Black Friday planner from Target or Amazon or whatever and write it down every single day. Stick to it and give yourself a goal. You're going to quit your job in 4 months, and that will really give you the kick in the ass you need to get shit done during that time that you do have, right? So make the most of your time is another good piece of advice. Don't waste time tweeting pointless things, posting to Instagram. None of that shit is going to be as effective as having a niche optimized writer website, and pitching and cold emailing. I would say get in my course, but it's not open right now. So next time it opens up, probably in the spring, get in my course. That way you can learn exactly what you need to do. Should I send invoices to all my clients? Yes, you can use FreshBooks. That is what I have used and recommend. Is ProBlogger a good place to start, or website first? You got to have a website first. So Martin, go set up a niche optimized freelance writer website. Niche optimized. It's got to be niche optimized. And then you are only pitching ProBlogger gigs. What does that even mean? ProBlogger. That's a tongue twister. That's why I said that. ProBlogger gigs in your niche. It all has to do with the sales psychology and the process the client is going through. You pitch a client in your niche. They look at your website. It's all niche optimized. They look at your samples. All those are niche optimized. And then they want to hire you because it's all niche optimized for their niche, their industry. So that is how it works. ProBlogger is not really where you start. It's more so you create your business and your business website, and then you pitch. You can pitch people on ProBlogger. How do I ditch a client? It's hard saying no. I'm going to toss my blog posts on that. Y'all know I got a blog post for everything these days. How to fire a client. All right, that's how to fire a client. That's going to help you out. Gotcha, but it's so hard for me to pick just one. Totally get that. Just keep in mind that your niche has to do with your marketing, not necessarily every project is going to be in your niche. Now, yes, your marketing should be 95% focusing on that niche, but if you want to do something outside your niche, pitch outside your niche once in a while, that's fine. Was it overwhelming when you first started out? Yes and no, I guess. Like, some things were overwhelming. The time that I had to put into it. Because here's the thing, like, people ask me, like, how much time am I going to have to put into it? More specifically, people who, when I did my Killer Cold Emailing course launch a couple weeks ago, they're like, is it going to take me as long as you if I get Killer Cold Emailing? Am I going to have to do, like, 10-hour days and shit like that? And I was like, no, because in Killer Cold Emailing, my course, you already have the step-by-step plan. You don't have to do what I did and sit there 10 hours a day doing trial and error and trying to research and trying to figure it out. You already have the proven plan and steps. So the free version of that course, it's basically like a very, very abbreviated version of Killer Cold Emailing. It's free class on how to make your first. This free class is kind of like an abbreviated version of my paid course. And back to the question. It was more overwhelming for me because I didn't take a course on freelance writing or how to pitch, so I was experimenting. But if you have that proven plan and you know the steps and you're not wasting time doing shit that's not going to get you clients, then it's going to be a lot less overwhelming. Because it's like you're saying, because you didn't know how or what to do. Yeah, it's going to take you longer if you don't know how or what to do, but you can get results extremely quickly if you have that proven plan. Yes, I would go. I'm in Dallas, Texas. Awesome. Well, I'm in a suburb north of Dallas, so it would probably be somewhere. I might do it downtown just because it's a cooler area, but I couldn't afford it. Hey, maybe by then you could. If you're really getting your business going, by the time I would get any kind of live event together, which would take a long time, y'all, I didn't even have an event for my wedding. Me and my husband eloped because I was like, I can't do all this planning. I can't do all this shit. Let's just elope. That's why I haven't hosted a live event yet, because if you are too lazy about planning to even do your own wedding, probably a live event is going to take some time. But yeah, if I do it one day, probably be a couple years from now. And hey, maybe by then you'll be able to go. Yes, you can use PayPal invoices when you're starting, for sure. What year? I got fired from my job in 2015. Started full-time freelance writing right after that. Thank you for your advice and taking time from your holiday. You are so welcome. I had family over yesterday, so they already left and shit, so we're good. But I'm definitely gonna go rest and do some little Black Friday Christmas shopping after this. All right, I'm gonna roll out in a second. I'll answer a couple more questions. So you guys, thank you for hanging out. By the way, it's been a good time. I might do one of these again soon. Does it ever get lonely? Are there anyone to share your experience with? So I actually have a free Facebook community. Are you guys in the Facebook group? I guess I just always assume everyone is already in the Facebook group because there's 11,000 writers in there. Let's see. Okay, there's the Facebook group. It's free. There's, I think, hopefully I'm not telling you guys the wrong number. Yeah, okay, there's 11,000. We just passed 11,000, so I was like, is it 11,000 yet? Yes, it is. But go join that group. Now, make sure when you do, you answer all of the screening questions and hit yes, I agree to the group rules. Because my admins, we don't take any bullshit. And that's with love, because we don't want the group to be a spammy, shitty place. We don't take any bullshit, though. So you've got to answer the screening questions, and those will pop up when you request to join the group. So no big deal. Make sure you do it, though. And that's how you can find, that was the whole point of that. Did I even say that? The whole point of that was to say, that's a good place to hang out if you want to avoid being lonely. And it's so supportive. It's such an amazing group. It's not like a regular Facebook group where it's all spam and bullshit, because we do not allow that. Someone posts a link in there, they're getting fucking blocked. Someone says something rude, they're getting blocked and deleted. So we don't put up with any crap. That's why the group is such an amazing and supportive place. Definitely go join. Should I have a different site for a blog, or should my blogs be on my website? So different niches, different audiences mean different websites. If all your blog posts are about whatever your writing niche is, then sure, you can have a blog on your site, but you don't need to. It's much more effective to just have 2 to 3 writing samples that are in your niche if you're a beginner. Don't worry about weekly blogging unless you're also trying to monetize a blog, which you probably shouldn't be at first. Focus on one thing at a time, right? One business, either your blog or your writer website, and getting clients. And make sure to check out my video on that. I have an older video on my YouTube channel about blog versus writer website, and it goes more in depth to determine if you should have those separate or not. Would it be helpful to add a video? Yeah, sure. I think if you do it the right way, definitely. Is Facebook still strong? It can be, but not necessary. Go more in on LinkedIn, pitching, and cold emailing. Would wine writing be considered a niche? Did I read that right? Would wine, yeah, definitely, right? For big wine companies, figure out though, because different industries use different types of writing. Certain industries use case studies more than blog posts and vice versa. Figure out what type of writing makes them money and focus on marketing that to them. LMA, we did too. Yes, so much goes into weddings. Oh my God. I was like, you know what? I can barely get my dress, plan the hotel. We don't have time to be planning all this other bullshit. But yes, I'll be able to afford it in the future. There you go. Speak it into existence. Get that goal and work backwards from there, and definitely get that niche optimized writer website up and running. All right, you guys, I think that's pretty much all the questions. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for keeping it cute in the chat, not doing anything super weird or anything like that, because that does happen sometimes, but I really appreciate the community that we have here. I appreciate you guys a ton. And guess what? I'm going to be posting videos to my channel again very soon. So you will see me popping up in the feed regularly as well. And I might do another live class again soon. But make sure to scroll up in the chat before you leave this video and scroll up to the description or whatever. And one second, you guys. I'm going to lose my voice here shortly. Make sure you check out all the links that I posted above. So all the links, all the amazing resources, and grab that Bluehost deal on that Black Friday deal. That is what I use for my website personally, and that's why I recommend it. Like I said, you guys can use whatever the hell you want, but you do need a custom domain and hosting. The reason I recommend Bluehost is because I personally use it. It's affordable for beginners, and that's why I recommend it. So again, use that link, you guys. Snag that deal today. I had another link for the Divi WordPress theme, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to drop that tutorial link below. And you guys can check that out. This is for if you already have a website, but you're not really sure about the design and you want to improve it. Snag that Divi WordPress tutorial, and in that blog post, you'll get a link to the Black Friday discount. Hi, I'm late, but happy to be a new sub. Welcome. Unfortunately, I'm about to hop off the live, but thank you for being here and welcome to the little community. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all so much. You guys are fucking awesome. I really enjoyed this today, so I'm going to try to plan another one of these before the too distant future, but I'm going to go. Thank you guys so much for being here. Be sure to hit me up on Instagram, instagram.com/JordanMcKell, same way it's spelled here on my channel. That is the best way to keep in touch with me outside of like YouTube and the Facebook group. That's where I'm most active. So thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have had an awesome holiday. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see you next time.